Have you ever got to the end of a reading or gotten somewhere through your research and you're not quite clear on exactly what it is you've come to understand? I'm going to share a strategy with you now called Connect, Extend, Challenge, which helps you as you read to build your understanding and to rethink your understanding in the light of new information. It's really, really important that we don't just continue reading, that we actually stop and think about things. And one of the best ways to develop understanding is by stopping and making connections back and forth between the new information you're reading and the understanding you currently have. So the way this strategy works is basically three quite simple questions. One about connect. How are the ideas and information connected to what you already know and understand? One, extend. What new ideas or information extended your understanding or pushed your thinking in new directions? And last, what's still challenging or confusing for you to get your mind around? What questions, wonderings, or puzzles do you now have? So let's have a look at how this strategy works. I'm going to do it in the context of an article that I read recently on biodiversity and disease. So let's take a look at that. We won't read the whole article because this is a very short video and we want to just get to demonstrating the strategy. So we've got here the idea that, okay, recent research has given more support to the idea that biodiversity protection in one part of the world can prevent novel diseases from emerging and leaping into another. Well, I can connect that to the idea that I do understand that biodiversity makes an ecosystem more resilient. And so I guess that resilience also extends to the idea of disease. It's a numbers game in part. Not all species in a community are equally susceptible to a given disease. I can connect that to what I already know too, because I know that if an organism invests its kind of evolutionary energy, for want of a better word, in one thing, then it probably can't invest it in another. We can't all be Superman. So if you invest more in one thing, then maybe you can invest less in immunity. And we know we're all different, so it makes sense that some are more and some are less susceptible. So let's go on. Nor are they all equally efficient transmitters, okay? In diverse ecosystems well separated from human habitations, viruses ebb and flow without ever having a chance to make it to the big time. But as people move in, those protections begin to break down. Now, I can connect that to what I already know about the fact that very, very often disturbances from human beings in an ecosystem make that ecosystem much less resilient. Like if we plow agricultural land and destroy the wildflowers and the natural plants, then we destroy the habitats for bees and the whole system becomes less resilient because there's less pollination. I could probably think of a bunch of other examples there. Disrupted ecosystems tend to lose their big predators first. Yeah, I can connect that to situations I've already seen. I saw that we destroyed, the wolf, which was we've reintroduced now, the wolf in Yellowstone National Park. In the oceans, we've systematically killed sharks and some of the bigger predators, and that has an impact on the system overall. Okay, I'm read on. And they leave behind the smaller critters that live fast, reproduce in large numbers, and have immune systems more capable of carrying disease without succumbing to it. So that's an extension for me. It really extends my understanding because I did not know that smaller animals are more capable of carrying disease without succumbing to it. But it's also a challenge for me. It leaves me with a big question. What is it about size? Why would these smaller animals actually be able to carry disease without getting sick? Or is it actually about the fact their reproduction? Is that why because they reproduce in large numbers, is that why they can carry disease without getting sick? So I have a big question here that I'm going to continue to research, may extend here. Why are smaller animals capable of carrying more disease without getting sick? I'm going to keep that question in my head as I move on to read the rest of the article, or I'm going to, if I don't find it in the article, I'm going to continue my research afterwards with that question in mind. So Connect, Extend, Challenge, a great strategy for really, really connecting to your current understanding and systematically building understanding and rethinking understanding as you go.